Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today, I wanted to get on and talk about the fact that dating's supposed to be fun, and yet, maybe it's because I'm a relationship coach and I post a lot about this stuff that the algorithms maybe send a lot of videos my way or whatever, but I hear so many stories of people just talking about how not only is dating not fun, but sometimes it's downright scary and and mostly sad, right? So a couple of things that I think is contributing to the fact that people aren't having fun on dates is that there's a lot of lying and inauthenticity that shows up in the dating realm. And then also considering how much unhealed wounding and baggage people are bringing into relationships, it's not surprising that the dating world is so yucky from the sounds of it, right? So I see clients who are single and they're back out into the dating world and they're really struggling and they're almost ready to give up because the kinds of dates that they're having are not only not fun, but they're disturbing in a lot of ways, right? So how do we change this dynamic? Well, I can help with some of it, right? So, I can help with the wounding and I can help with helping people to feel more empowered, more in touch with themselves, to integrate some of the things that have happened to them, some of the pain that they've suffered maybe in previous relationships. So I can help with all of that, which gives that person the chance to be more authentic when they go out in the dating world. But it's not going to necessarily make the other people show up in the same way, but it could certainly help weed out some of the real obvious ones. But the reality is that there are people out there who are really, really good at lying and manipulation. And so if you're a kind-hearted, good person and you're trying to be authentic and real, you're going to encounter those people, right? And so we need to be very clear that we be I don't even know what I'm trying to say. We want to make sure that we don't shame people who fall into relationships with people like that because they'll often find people who are, good, kind-hearted people to take advantage of, right? So we want to still be able to maintain that kindness. We want to be able to maintain the realness and to put ourselves out there and be somewhat vulnerable, but at the same time, we have to sort of stay guarded and we have to be protective of ourselves and our energy. So finding that balance is really where the challenge is, right? So how do we go out into the dating world and still have fun because it's supposed to be fun, right? And how do we also then protect ourselves and make sure that we're still safe, right? I think that if we shift the way that we view dating, and this would take, more of a societal shift, but I think if we could view dating as friendship building instead of just for romantic or sexual relationships, then I think that that could go a long way in helping people become more authentic and real because they would recognize that even if we don't have a spark or chemistry, that there still is potential for a friendship connection. And, that could be worth showing up for if we recognize just how important those friend connections can be, right? And so putting more of an emphasis on building community and connection and friendships and whatnot could go a long way. And then unpacking the wounding and having a way to integrate that and to help us feel strength within ourselves so that when we do go out into the dating world, we are okay with the fact that not everyone's going to like us. We're, comfortable in our own skin and who we are. And so we project that out. And in a way, invite other kinds of connections with people who share the same values and morals and passions and interests and stuff like that to build, healthier connections in general. I think that could be helpful. I'd love to hear what you think, so please feel free to share below. Let me know. If you don't feel like commenting publicly, you can always private message me. I'd love to hear from you. And my DMs are open. Feel free to book a private consultation call. It takes about 30-45 minutes and it's free. And we can just talk about what's going on for you in your relationship, or how maybe the relationships that you would like to build in the future, and maybe what some of the barriers are to getting those relationships in your life. And maybe I can help with some of that. So feel free to reach out. Thank you, and have a great rest of your day. Namaste.